they going caffeine crazy in your channel. What was that? You said they were going caffeine crazy.
For sure.
Oh man, talk to
Now we
me.
know the secret.
Talk to me. You had the streets. You had the streets going with that. Is that you
No,
think they're you think they're abusing the caffeine? They're saying that that's natural. All athletes do that.
I mean, everybody got their thing. You know what I mean? But now we know the secret.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the caffeine.
What you getting up like? What you think about the lead up so far?
Nah,
Obviously they
they
had
did
the
it.
grand arrivals today. So
Nah, they did a great job promoting it. I think Turkey Al Sheik, he put a lot of energy into this, I believe, what I mean, with the interviews and stuff and all the extra shit they do with the promotion. That shit look good. So it should be a great event. You know what I mean?
facts. What do you think about the fighters leading up? Now it's getting closer. They're both very confident, huh?
I mean, you got to be in this situation. You know what I mean? You got to be with everything that's on stake. I mean, that's at stake. You know what I mean? So I'm just looking forward to a great fight. I think we've been getting cheated a little bit with some of these fights. Some of them, not all of them, but you know what I mean. I feel like I got a feeling this is gonna be a good one.
Do you think it's gonna live up to his expectations? Some people feel like, guys like Chris Maddox think it's gonna be not as good as it looks on paper.
Nah, I don't know where he get that from. I think it is because you got two guys. You got two guys who looking to prove something. You know what I'm saying? Norman is trying to prove that he one of the best in the world, and he trying to show that he can fight at that level. You know what I mean? Because that's the only thing missing from his career. He's done a lot of things. You know what I mean? With a short time, but we haven't seen him at that level yet. You know what I mean? He's done some great things, but just not that level. Same as Abdullah Mason. You know what I mean? Except Abdullah Mason isn't going up against a Devin Haney. Brian Norman is. Brian Norman, what that means is Devin Haney has fought on that level. You know what I mean? We watched him win on that level, and we watched him in a very tough fight with Ryan Garcia. But besides that, he been doing his thing. So, yeah, I mean, Devin trying to let us know he not gun shy. You know what I'm saying? He not affected by the Ryan fight and that he will let his hands go. Brian Norman is trying to let us know that I'm one of the guys that's going to be here for a while. So that's why I think it's going to be a great fight. It's a lot on the line.
Some people say if Devin fought the same fight as Ramirez, it
Yeah.
wouldn't work out the same way because Norman's going to take more chances. Norman got more explosiveness. Norman's more of a real welterweight versus Jose Ramirez. What do you think?
I believe that. I believe that. But what I think people got to remember is what fights. No matter what you did your last fight, you know what I mean. The next fight is not going to be the same. It's just not because you're not fighting the same guy. You know what I mean? So if Dev was to do that, I don't know what would happen. If Norman was to step on the gas, I don't know what happened. You know what I mean? Because we don't know. See, the thing is, we don't know. We don't know what Norman looks like in front of Dev and what Dev looks like in front of Norman. So
Yeah.
what that means is, I'm trying to explain. You know what I mean? People don't understand. All right, I may have seen you be able to close in quicker on guys, different opponents, but now you got a guy who's definitely known for moving. So can you close in as fast as you did with those other guys? Haney, I seen you get away. You know what I mean? From those guys, will you be able to get away from this guy? If that's the case, you know what I mean? If the fight is being fought that way, every fight is going to be different. You know what I'm saying? Every fight is going to be different. So I'm just expecting a great fight.
Yeah, what do you expect from Devin now that he's at this weight class and he's filled in physique. Obviously, muscles don't win fights, but he's out
For
here
sure.
saying that because he doesn't have to strip down so much, you're gonna get the best Devin Haney.
I mean, we only got a few more days, you know what I mean, to really find that out. He gotta really dig deep in his soul and say to himself, not only do I want to win, I want to put on the show, which means he gotta put his hands on Brian Norman. You know what I mean? If not, it's gonna be just one of those times where, Devin Haney I mean, he could box him and win. He could box him and win. But we want to see Dev really, step on the gas. Norman, we want to see him do what he been doing, put shit out. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's a great fight. It's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, big time. Um, you know, looking at them, right, in the grand rivals, people want to say, who looks more drained? Do they look good? What do you think? Do you think they both look good?
Yeah, they both look strong to me. They both look pretty good shape. I ain't really seen too much to say like, oh, this look off or that look. You know what I mean? They both look like they're ready to go, and that's what makes for great fights. You know what I mean? There's no excuse.
Like, you believe what Devin Haney feels coming into this fight? You know that Norman's kind of had like a great matchmaking leading up for his career to this title fight.
Absolutely, absolutely. Because anybody, anybody that we watching on TV, all of them had great matchmaking. All of them.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? They all did. So it's the same. They basically took the same road. They took the same road. They both got their light touches to work on their game. You know what I mean? As they developed, they fought maybe a little bit better fighters, and then when that day came, you had to really step up. You had to step up. You know what I'm saying? It's just that Dev been doing it a little bit longer. You know what I mean?
Yeah. When we talk about like the Lomachenko win that Devin had, listening to Norman, he says, "Yeah, put my son in there with a Lomachenko." You think you really believe a Lomachenko could beat my son? What do you think? Obviously, styles make fights, but the size factor when it came down to Teofimo Lopez and Loma kind of showed a little bit as well. He was able to, break away. Very close fight still, but the size was a factor as well.
That's a great comparison. But the thing is, let's be fair. Is Brian Norman Jr. as sharp as Teofimo Lopez?
Mm,
Is he that sharp? He can fight. He might be that strong. He might they power probably, they both probably they popping. We know they both popping. But is he as sharp as Tio? Is he as athletic as Tio? If we
right.
be fair, you know what I'm saying? So we gotta really when you compare, that's why I don't like to really make too many comparisons because it's like, yo, those is different fighters. They different nights. Now, Lomachenko, two-time gold medalist, you know, 4-4 title, his second fight, he lost. Okay. But that's impressive alone, just to fight on that level in your second pro fight.
Hmm.
That's impressive. You know what I mean? So for a guy like Lomachenko to be up against that type of shit early in his career and then still become champion and fight a bunch of great names that he fought, his education is through the roof. So for Devin, even for Lomachenko to be older and Devin to still go in there and sit down at the table with him for 12 rounds, that's education. That's you know what I mean. That's levels. That's levels that the kid hasn't been on. I'm not saying Brian Norman is not on that level. What I'm saying is he has to show us. He has to show us. You can say, you can say whatever you want. You can say whatever you want. You try to make us believe whatever you want. And I'm not saying he not. I'm saying we gotta see it. We have to see it. How come, how come with Boots is like, but we want to see him fight somebody. You know what I'm saying? But with Norman, it's like, oh, he's a puncher. You know what I'm saying? But you don't even see half the skill set. You feel me? So
Yeah.
everybody, that show you right then and there, people pick and choose what they want to see. They like the knockouts. Nothing wrong with the knockouts. I love the knockouts too. The thing is, can you handle a boxer? Can you handle a pure boxer?
No, I hear you on that, but they still give him grief about he ain't fought nobody either. Like you can see Devin saying who's Sasaki, and
Yeah.
then we're really referring to that knockout, right? Because I'm hearing reporters talking about this being fight of the knockout of the year. I hear some other guys saying this might be knockout of the decade. So I hear what you're saying.
Listen, when Devin is saying who is Sasaki, all he's saying is, I'm nothing like that. I'm way better than that. If you thought that was a fight, if you thought that was impressive, I got you. That's
Hmm.
all he's trying to say. At the same time, Norman is saying, if Ryan did that to you, watch what I do to you. You know what I mean? They both got arguing points. The problem, I mean, not the problem. The thing is, we gotta see it.
Who do you think is more focused?
I think they both locked in, bro. I think they both because Norman Jr. he do a good job not chiming in when his father be going off.
Exactly.
Dev, Dev is more like a programmed dog. He already like locked in on.
Did
Dev
this so
don't do
many
too many.
times.
Yeah, he don't do too many interviews and shit anyway. You know what I mean? So it's like he already there. You know what I mean? And Norman already be there because when his dad be going off, he let his dad do his thing. He don't even really get all involved. You feel me?
Going on, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you guys go out your way, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't subscribed to the channel yet. Also become a member of the channel to support the channel on another level, and we really appreciate y'all guys. Stay blessed, man.